Tip number 4, create lists.
Probably the best reference to this type of stress relief is David Allen's Getting Things Done, the art of a stress-free life. The most important thing in a system is the idea that if you're trying to manage your life from the list in your head, you're causing an unconscious level of stress that is gnawing at you. And so you got to pull those things out of your subconscious, put them on paper outside of yourself, into a structure that you're actually going to take action on. So that leads directly into tip number 5, is that you've got to create action habits around those lists. So in my green general contracting company, I have a habit that I've developed over time with a lot of trial and error, that every time I sit down in my truck to drive off to work, I have a bring list. And I check that bring list and I put everything in the truck that I'm going to need. Secondly, when I'm on the job site and I notice that I don't have something that I need, or I need to buy something that I don't have, I write those down immediately. I don't wait for the right time. I interrupt what I'm doing, I write it down, and then it's done. Number 6, drink Reishi tea. Reishi tea is considered one of the top Chinese herbs for longevity. So Reishi has a mild sedative effect while at the same time enhancing your immune function and giving you a steady stream of energy. Tip number 7 is to exorcise psychic vampires from your life. So what I mean by that is basically anybody who makes you feel drained at the end of an interaction. Now this is a very touchy one, because whenever you're dealing with other people, you always have to take into account how you've co-created this relationship with this person. The best way to reduce the stress is to start by seeing if you can change your behavior. Sometimes there's just people that aren't appropriate to be in your life. And that could be a complete removal or a partial removal of the way you interact with them. You don't need to give people what they want and ask for. Tip number 8, run or kickbox or play tennis. So why do I say that? When you're experiencing, especially the gut stress, your body is literally preparing to fight or to run. So if you can't do anything else, and you can run or take a kickboxing class or play tennis or racquetball, then that will tell your body that you fought the battle and that now it's time to rest in preparation for the next battle. Because that's biologically how we lived. We ran from predators, or we had to fight against enemies in order to survive. And so our body's designed that way, just like animals. And the reason that I say racquetball or tennis is that there's been lots of studies that show that high-stress lives respond very well to sports where you hit things, because the act of hitting mimics a fight without hurting anybody. And then that fight is released, and you can relax, take a break. So that's what you need. You need that stress. So you need that healthy stress of the exercise or the tennis or the racquetball or whatever. And then the release.